Hey guys, welcome to Abhigya Info. Today I'll show you a very prominent temple of Kala Bhairava Swami. Let's go to the Ramagiri village in Andhra Pradesh. What is the special attraction of the temple? There are many special attractions of this temple. It is a very old Kala Bhairava temple. Here no one knows how old the temple is. It's about 95 kilometers northwest of Chennai, en route to Puttur from Utukottai. After crossing, Nagalapuram on the right hand side, you can see this temple. From Tirupati bus stand, it is 59 kilometers away towards Chennai. The presiding deities are Sri Valishwara Swami and Sri Maragadambika and Santana Prapti Kala Bhairava Swami. It is one of the ancient temples of Kala Bhairava Swami among 5 ancient Shiva temples on the banks of Kosastalaya river, representing Sajojata Vamadeva Aghora Tatpurusha Isana Mukhas of Lord Shiva. This temple represents the most prominent and powerful Ishana Mukha of Lord Shiva. This temple is under a small hill amidst picturesque beauty of the nature around. This temple here, the Kala Bhairava is worshipped by childless couples to get blessed to get a baby. Many childless couples perform puja here and are blessed with a child. There's an interesting story behind the name of the temple, Valishwara. Around Ramayana time, after defeating Ravan, Rama reached Rameshwaram on his way to Ayodhya. He killed Ravana, a Brahmin who belongs to the Chaturmukha Brahma family. He was caught by Brahmahatya sin. Ravana thought, though being a demon king, was a Brahmin and born in Rishi's family, belongs to Chaturmukha Brahma family, the 4th generation person from Chaturmukha Brahma. The first person from Chaturmukha Brahma, it was Visvavaso Brahma, and then from Visvavaso Brahma's son is Pulastya Brahma, and Pulastya Brahma's son is Ravana Brahma. His father's family is Rishi's and Prajapati's family. Mother belongs to Demon's family. So Ravana, by birth he is a Brahmin, by nature he is a demon. So Rama was advised by his guru Vasishtha Maharshi to get a Shivalinga from Kashi and perform pujas to Shiva to get relieved from the sin. Then he can proceed to Ayodhya to take charge as the king of Ayodhya. So Rama took his guru's word and sent Hanuman to bring Shivalinga from the Kasi Kshetra. Hanuman went to Kashi and on his way back he was passing through this place, Ramagiri, which was called as Kalinga Madukkarai or Tirukkarikkarai, where Lord Kala Bhairava was present from long ago. So Kala Bhairava wanted Lord Shiva to take abode in this place here. So he thought to play a trick from his, for his dream to come true. He requested Suryadev and Vayudev to help him. Suddenly sun started shining heavily, emitting high temperature, and dry wind started blowing all over the place. The Hanuman became thirsty due to it and landed up here in this place and saw a boy wandering with his cows who was Lord Kala Bhairava in disguise. So he inquired the boy for any water source nearby. Lord Kala Bhairava prayed to Mother Ganges and a water pot hit Anjaneya's side. The Anjaneya requests the small boy to hold the Shivalinga till he comes back, as it should not be kept on the ground. Boy agreed, and Anjaneya was quenching his thirst. The boy told to Hanuman that Shivalinga was too heavy for him to hold anymore and kept it on the ground and went off. So Anjaneya came back and saw the Shivalinga on the ground. He tried lifting it up, but he couldn't. He roped around the Shivalinga with his lengthy tail and tried to pull it up using all his strength. The Shivalinga tilted a bit, but never came off from the ground. So Hanuman realized that it is impossible to lift it up and started to Kashi again to bring another Shivalinga for Lord Rama. When he started, he felt that the atmosphere was normal. Suddenly, the heat of the sun came down and there was a cold breeze. He understood that it was a trick played by someone. Out of anger, he cursed the pond to become a hill. The pond became the hill here on which a Murugan temple is situated now. The Shivalinga, which was brought by Lord Hanuman, is situated in the temple at the foothill. As Anjaneya brought the Shivalinga here, which means for Rama, so the place came to be known as Ramagiri. Since Anjaneya tried to pull the Shivalinga with his tail, the Lord here is called as Valishwara. So Val in Tamil, Val is called as tail, and in Sanskrit, Valam is called as tail. So the Shivalinga which was pulled by the tail of Hanuman was called as Valishwara Swami. This beautiful temple is now under the control of Archaeology Department of Andhra Pradesh. Even today, the Shivalinga is seen in a tilted position towards the north as it was pulled by the tail of Hanuman, and also there were marks on the tail on the Shivalinga. Another unique feature of this temple is Lord Hanuman is present in front of the sanctum between the deity and the Nandi, facing towards Lord Shiva in a praying gesture. Such a Shiva temple is not seen anywhere else. So Ramagiri temple, it was most prominent, and there was a pond. As I have told you that Hanuman has cursed the pond to become a hill, and before the temple there was a pond which is called as Nandi Teetham. There is a small Shiva Lingam with a Nandi nearby. So Nandi's front half is seen protruding from the wall of the pond. The water originating somewhere from the hill reaches a small well, and from there it passes and comes through the Nandi's mouth and flows into the pond. So native villagers says that they have never seen this water flow stop. Since their memory, also they were not sure about the source of the water, which comes from the Nandi's mouth. Also, no one see Sri Kala Bhairava only in the prakarams of the Shiva temples. But here, Kala Bhairava has a separate shrine located in such a way that one has to visit him first before proceeding to the darshan of Lord Shiva. As the Shivalinga is brought here by Hanuman from Kashi, it is said that by worshipping Sri Valishwara here, one gets the benefit of worshipping Lord Shiva of Kashi. Shivaratri and Pradosha times and Adi Kartika days, were celebrated, nicely here. And as I have told you, it is 59 kilometers from Tirupati on the way, on Puttur route. And the temple timings will be from morning 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and again from afternoon 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the evening. So this is the temple timings, and this is the history of this temple, and this is one of the most powerful temple and ancient temple of Lord Kala Bhairava Swami. Thank you. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching.